What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we go through Shattered Planet one more time. I wanted to take a look at the difference at the beginning of the episode today. I wanted to take a look at the difference between the abilities, or like, is it cheaper to upgrade? Okay, so gain Steel Skin at Expedition Start. That's the difference. Gain Sneak at Expedition Start. Gains Good Mood at Expedition Start. Okay, so I think that's probably the only difference between the characters. I'll probably just stick with this clone. I like him the best. Mainly because his face kind of looks like me. He's got like red hair and he's got all kinds of stuff going on. I mean, this one would be pretty close because I do have earrings, but his hair color would have to be different. So, you know, more like me when I had my mohawk anyways. And what a grand mohawk it was. Let's go for a good run right here. I'd like to start off strong today, so I'm going to do some gold gear. And so we got the Galactic Helmet, which is a pretty good start. That gives you a lot of wits and a lot of fate. I think, let me take a look at what weapons I have stockpiled. We have the Warhammer, we lose wits for that. We have the Shatterer, the Hax Axe. Let me see what he's selling as well. So we've got the DNA Extractor. We had a little bit of a heartbreak in the previous episode surrounding the DNA Extractor. It was disappointing. I'm going to get the Molecular Vaccination because I hate being poisoned. Being poisoned in this game makes me sad. And so I'll buy 2 of them, yeah. If they're on sale, why not? And it's been replaced with a grenade that creates a small fun zone. I don't need any fun zones right now. Let me see if I can get myself a better weapon. The Harvester's Helm. Nope. And the Grid Gear. Bonus electrical damage grants amazing power to turn at 90-degree angles. Oh, okay. I get it. It's a Tron reference. It's a Tron reference. And so that's 16 wits versus 20. We'll just have to take something today. And since we're getting such a massive bonus to our wits... Blight resistant. I think I'll probably just go with the axe, I guess. I mean, it's kind of a weak weapon for where we're at in the game right now. But if it's the best we can do, it's the best we can do. Let's maybe power up our wits a little bit. Oh, never mind. That's actually getting kind of expensive. This character's reaching the end of the area where you can actually upgrade anything. So we'll upgrade wits twice because it does seem to help. I mean, if you can avoid damage entirely, it's better than soaking it. We got 5 crystals left. Can we buy a pet with 5 crystals? No. Poor little guy. Alright, well, let's just get on this adventure. Let's haul out. We're going to do Explorer mode today, and then after this Explorer run, we'll try and do the daily challenge and see how far we get. Yesterday, we made it down to the 8th floor, Ocho, and so it was pretty sweet. We started with a whole bunch of stuff here today. Are you ready, Groovy? This planet's got more secrets than Jupiter has moons. I don't even know how many moons Jupiter has, but my guess is that it has quite a few. Okay, that one didn't drop poison on us. We will want to be wary about more poisonous enemies in the vicinity, though. Okay, so there's one right there. We want to stay out of, I think it's... within 3 squares that thing goes hostile. Let's grab our freebie scrap. I see a lot of sparklies over here. We do have anti-poison countermeasures. APCMs is what I like to call them if I want to sound militaristic. But I would prefer to save them if I can, because that's a free potion test. In all honesty, if I get myself poisoned, I can actually cancel it out with that real fast and just learn what a poison potion is or what color they are. So onwards we go. We're on the 2nd floor already. Oh good, a poisonous enemy waiting for us right off the bat. I'm going to apply this, and that'll cancel out the remainder of the poison damage. And unfortunately, while poisoned, you can only take like 1 step at a time, and so if you saw me right there sort of with a little rhythm where it's like step, 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 step. That's because, for whatever reason, when it does that immune text, it slows your character like down so they can't go any further. It's like, oh my god, the weight of this enormous text that is floating out of my body. I mean, if I had to exude large amounts of text out of my body, I think that I would probably slow down as well. If I ever farted a word, I'd be like, holy hell, there's got to be a way for me to earn a living doing this. How can I monetize this skill? And so we've picked up a hitchhiker already. Is he getting double moves? I hope not. Let's see if we can find... I don't really want to fight him if I can help it. We'll just find the teleporter and go. I mean, it seems like the best way to play this game is just to rush as fast as you can through every layer. How much further do you think you can go? 3 more? 12 more? 99 more? I can't wait to see. So basically, different roguelikes and roguelites take a different approach to this, where some games are all about evasion, some games are about clearing everything out. So for example, if you're playing Pixel Piracy, that game is about killing everything as efficiently as possible because you need the XP to move up to the next tier. And if you have small variances in XP, it can actually change how successful your runs are. and we want our runs to be successful because nobody wants to sit around with a tummy burn all the time. And so, or if you're playing other games, I'm trying to think of the name of it. God. Well, anyways, different games have different philosophies for how you should be applying yourself in the early game. This game, you seem to be just evading things as much as possible. Lost a bunch of health right there, unfortunately. I should have tamed that thing. I don't know if it's immune or not, but I should have tried at least. There's a fire starter over here that I don't want to fight with. Got a nest. Let's go ahead and adopt it. And so we've got a new friend monster. And if enemies come around... Okay, pink potion is strength up. Well, that's a little bit of a loss, but I mean, that's why I adopted the pet in the first place, was if we accidentally aggroed that fire starter, so the explosive works. Over here we've got an allergen gun and a mystery crate. Don't think I'm gonna mess with that, right? Ow! What the hell are you hitting me for, you dick? What even bother you? God, random mobs coming up just punching me in the head like that? It's messed up. I do think it's kind of a waste of crystals for me to bring the DNA extractor if I'm not actually going to find anything to extract DNA from. It's a little bit... And how do you get them to volunteer there? I mean, I feel like that involves some sort of probing or at least latex gloves when you try and extract something's DNA. What's over here? Ooh, one of the tribal chieftains. Okay, they're kind of mean and grumpy most of the time. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to cancel... the throw. What a reason. The game is very sticky about canceling throws. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I'm immune. Hey, it worked out in my favor for once. Alright. Let's murder this turd. God, this is the worst run ever, and I spent so much money on it. What did we learn? RNG plays a major factor in like whether you survive in this game or not. It's like, do you come around a corner and walk into a giant monster? Yes or no? Got a crystal formation over here. I do think the game tailors how many crystals you get based on how many you have. I've noticed on runs where I'm totally tapped out, I get tons of crystal formations, and if I let them pile up for a while, like I have hundreds and hundreds of crystals, I'm actually just going to run from him, and hopefully we don't get blocked off on this end. Hey, there it is. Sprint for the teleporter. Alright, we barely outran that one. Distance 4. At least we're accruing freebie crystals now. Although this is the end right here. I don't see that really helping us much, but it was worth a try. Hey, he missed. Okay, and so now with 1 HP remaining, all we can... Oh, it's a mimic. I was gonna say, with one health left, our only hope was to think that maybe there was a healing item inside there, like bandages or something, but unfortunately there weren't. So what are you gonna do? Got a little bit of extra scrap right now. We got some crystals. So let's go ahead and buy ourselves some new gear real fast. We'll go for silver quality this time. So we got the chainsaw again. That seems to drop a lot. And it's not that good either. That's the problem, is it gives you a major nerf to a lot of your stats. Another hack's axe. I'm looking for a helmet here. Come on, help me. The Enviro Defender's helmet. It seems kind of... I mean, wearing an Enviro Defender helmet while wielding a chainsaw used for cutting down trees and, you know, killing the environment seems a little bit like a juxtaposition in motives, but who am I to question anybody's integrity? Meh. I'll probably bring a pet along on this one. We haven't brought any pets along. The imprinted hatchling's fairly cheap. I'm still disappointed about the fact that those one that we captured in our inventory didn't count. I am a little bit bummed out about it. Oh, we were going to do the daily run next. Let's do the daily run. Today's VR challenge is already completed. I haven't done anything today. I did one yesterday. Does there have to be 24 hours in between each attempt? Or does it go with server reset? It must go like an actual literal 24 hours in between each attempt, because I haven't played this today. Interesting. I was hoping it would go with a server reset, but I guess we'll just go with Explorer mode again. Off we go! Doing 26 damage per swing. Oh, we've already got one of these little guys. Alright, let's use our pet. Use it to tank. And he may actually die. Why are you going to walk across the poison again, man? Our pet is a genius. Our pet is a genius. Oh, there's a crystal formation down here. If I know anything about ensuring the integrity of our next run... Oh, never mind. It's not a crystal formation. Why did I think there was a crystal formation down there? My brain just had a major invasion of the Flatulist. So we've got a hostile right there. He's actually going to attack us. I'm not going to go after the potion. I think I'm going to leave it be for now. Found a dead end. That thing's just hopping around over there. I think it selects its directionality randomly until it aggroes somebody. Okay, we snuck around it. It's alright. As long as I don't have to fight it. What is this? Zuzu Wakatang, the alien murmurs. It wiggles its limbs suggestively. I suppose we tried flirt last time. We'll reject it. You hear huffing and yelling behind you. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, we're probably going to get attacked in just a minute, but what are you going to do about it? A box of chocolates. For 100 scrap, you can get 65 health. That doesn't appear... That's kind of a desperation item right there. That's not really one that you want to pop when you're at full health sitting around. Something bad's going to happen as a result of that. I can tell already. I know what happens if you go the other route and you flirt with it. Because I think we did it in a previous episode. It might have been on the episode that got corrupted, but... Well, not corrupted. The episode I accidentally deleted the audio for. And I wasn't brave enough to try to do post-commentary, so... I don't like to judge my motives after the fact because the things that I do are largely irrational and fueled by a total lack of logic. So, doing post-commentary around my gameplay is really sort of an exercise in futility. You'd be like, well, I think what I was thinking right here was that I wasn't thinking very much. So we'll murder that. He's apparently decided to sing a song of murder, sing a song of slaughter if you wanted to be especially alliterative. 10 damage taken right there. Got another key. I guess we'll hack and slash our way through all of these guys. Or gals. I don't know if they're male or female. I haven't really flipped them over and taken a look. We'll murder that right there. We'll throw the key into the door. And as that extendos the bridge-o, we'll step-o on over-o. Oh, balls. I don't want to fight one of those things. Not for 5 scrap. The payoff isn't worth the risk. What does this do? Okay, so that's a poison canister. We learned that one at least the semi-easy way. And I think the teleporter is going to be over here. Our pet is probably not long for this world, but I can use him as a decoy to get to the elevator, or the teleporter. This would be the point at which I would pop band-aids. I want this crystal formation badly, because our crystal supply is very, very low. What is this thing? A great beast claws idly at a small mewling animal that's toying with its food before eating. We'll rescue it again because we need a new pet. We're still going to get a success. Most of the time it seems to be based on what weapon you have. And so because our weapon adds so much strength, we tend to succeed fairly well at all of these little trials. I mean, technically you could test your stuff on your pet, but that kind of risks you if you find the explosive potion that blows you through the floor. So I'd watch out for that along the way. Are we entirely immune with the Eco Defender helmet to all chemical damage? How'd you think it? Oh, we already got that one. Oh, they're less effective on you. Okay, so... Ooh, we entered into a major melee right when we got here. It's a good thing we took the pet. Kill you off. I should probably be using this opportunity to figure out what some of these potions do. Okay, so we found the explosive potion. That's always the one you want to watch out for. And that one can be quite fatal, even if you pop it from a high health, because the explosion damages you, and then the fall damages you as well if you go through the floor. So in a lot of ways, it's even worse than the fall potion. The spring potion, though. Quite nice. Quite nice. I suppose we'll try... Oh, okay, so we gave him a speedy boost. Oh, we gave him shock damage. Okay. Well, that's bad for us, I guess. We gave that one strength. Okay. So we've got a big guy in here. I do need the crystals, though. Our crystal count is really, really low. Damn. Alright, well, let's just go to the next level, I guess. Yeah. Let's just get out of here. Hopefully we'll come across something lucky along the way. Couple of scrap there. I do like the way scrap accumulates in this game. Like, I just don't even look at it, and eventually I come back and I have like a ton of scrap that I haven't spent. Over here, I try to be careful about the things that I aggro. We've got a fight going over there, hopefully between these little tribal guys and... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so they were fighting one of the things that would have been an impediment to our journey. I'm going to step in there, and we're just going to bail out now because we're surrounded close enough. And we're on distance 5 now. He's going to get corrupted early on, so we need to move. We need to get the hell away from him, basically. Because I give him probably like 20 turns before he steps in the blight and turns into a blight monster, so we don't want to be anywhere near that when that comes out. Oh, hell. Okay, I was hoping the tribal guy would aggro it, but... I'm going to grab the extra scrap, and then we'll just go down. Basically, I'm just trying to make this as long of a run as possible. Oh, we've got a chemical guy. Okay, let's get away from him. I'm going to choose my directionality based purely on self-preservation. It's weird that they don't aggro the tribal guys, but then again, those might not be the hunters. Those might be just like regular tribal dudes. Oh, hell. And all I can do here is hope for a dodge, and unfortunately, wits don't really seem to help that much. Like, you still seem to get hit a lot. So I'm interested in exploring real actual percentages on like what your wits actually do for you, because putting tons of points into wits doesn't really seem to change anything. Like, you still get hit probably 85% of the time. And so leveling up your wits hasn't been an amazing investment for me. What do we have for the next run here? We've got the Harvester's Helm. We can break apart organic obstacles in the way. That's good because we need the materials. And so I'm probably just going to make this a lightweight, kind of a cheap run. And we'll go with the Hax Axe, and we'll go with that right there. I mean, if we could get a pickaxe, that would be the most optimal situation. But... I don't know. Without the pickaxe, I don't see us. There's a pickaxe that allows you to break rocks, and this helmet right here allows you to break grass. And so if you're trying to farm out scrap, the best way to go is you take a pickaxe and you take the harvester's hat, and you can break all of the rocks and you can break all the grass, and you'll get yourself a ton of materials as you play the game. It's pretty sweet. I think I'm going to go for... We don't have a whole lot left. I don't know if that's the percentage right there. I mean, I don't think that it is, because I would dodge a lot more if I had a 38% chance to dodge, at least in my experience. Although it says 29 right there, so who even knows? Maybe that is the percentage right there, 29%, but it doesn't feel like 29% is... I don't know, it doesn't feel accurate to me. Let's beef up. We'll go 1 in wits. And we'll go 1 in... We'll go for another strength, why not? And so we're up to 14 to 16 damage, so that'll be a little bit better. 14 to 16 with 4 to 8 added to it, and so we've got 18 to 24 on each swing. It's not too bad. We're moving on up slightly. Luckily, I'm going to record this in a batch, so I think yesterday I did the daily run around this time. And so we may be able to do the daily run in the next episode, possibly. I shouldn't have stepped into that. That was a big boo-boo on my part. I can't break the rocks, but I can break grass, so hopefully we get into like a savanna setting soon. Because everybody loves Georgia. The Atlanta, I will say this, the Atlanta airport is probably one of the most impressive airports I've ever seen. I landed in Atlanta when I was on my way back from Miami one time, which, if you know your splatter trivia, Miami is one of my favorite cities in the United States. And on the way back from Miami, I stopped off at, actually it was on the way to Miami, I think. I flew from SFO. No, I think we went from, no, it doesn't matter. We'll just say that I went from SFO. We left from SFO, and we had our layaway was in Atlanta for a couple hours. Just hung out in the, I mean, the Atlanta airport's the kind of place where you can get really, really lost. They have like trains and things connecting everything, if I remember right. Over here we got a scrap bot. Probably contains a space pirate's lost treasure. For 15 scrap, sure, I'll gamble on that. Why not? It'll give us an unlock, and so there it is. Your hard work's paid off. Research level 6. The Galactic Union has sent you. Ooh. B4RK. Bark. Alright. I don't know if that's going to be something that I can replicate and have a lot of, but it's something that looks useful, and I just turned on Siri on my phone on accident because I have like nervous habits while I record episodes. It's not that I'm nervous while recording episodes, but I just have like fidgety things that I do. And so I'm fidgeting with my hands on my cell phone right now while I'm playing the game. And unfortunately, I just turned on Siri and she's been scanning everything I said for like the last 45 minutes. Weirdly enough, did not make me play the game any better. Oh, we're gonna have to cross Blight. Back to the teleporter! Alright, we made it. Off we go. Down to level 2. That got hazardous for level 1. That got a little bit worrying. Ooh, we need to get out of here, but we can hack up all of this grass with our helmet. And so if we're on a savanna level, we really do need to be farming the grass in order to get a ton of scrap out. That is the way that you want to, like, if you've got the pickaxe, it's even better because then you can break the rocks too. And so you're almost guaranteed to have a run where you probably get a good 600, 700 scrap if you take your time and destroy everything. There we are. It sounds like they have indeed become blighted up there. So I'm going to stay out of their way. Let's go ahead and throw in the key right there. We'll have a look to see what's across the bridge. Okay, so that little guy already aggroed us. Oh, we did get a dodge right there. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to the tooltips enough and we are getting dodges. I don't know. What do we drink first? We'll drink the red bottle first. A teleportation potion. Okay. The silver bottle is a pump you up potion. The brown bottle is a healing potion. And I got a bad feeling about that one. Yeah. I had a weird feeling. You can also look and you can figure by how many, you can kind of count cards in a way, by how many beneficial potions you've unlocked. You can figure out how much, like what percentage chance the rest of them are going to be bad. And so the more good potions you unlock, be careful about unlocking further ones and figuring out what they are without throwing them, because they're more than likely probably going to be detrimental. Throw this one out right here too and see what happens. Nothing. So that was probably the regeneration potion or some kind of buff potion. Murder that guy real fast for his scrap. It was a crime of opportunity. It wasn't really one that I intended to do, but it became necessary. Okay, so that was a fire potion, a Molotov. The alien fiddles with a gizmo in its hands. It starts banging it against a rock. We can interfere or we can cheer. Let's interfere. The fire shooting gizmo, but he's gonna be mad at me, isn't he? You definitely swiped the gizmo, but the alien takes offense. I was trying to help him. Well, fine then. If you're gonna attack me, I'm gonna use it on you. Oh, it only did 13. What a lackluster experiment. And it burned up my scrap. Damn, that must have been a really white hot fire. Let's use that, and then we're just gonna get the hell out of here. Although I should check the scrap bot, shouldn't I? Let's check the scrap bot and see what he's got. Ooh, that rhymed. We've got a newspaper, which is 3 to 7 damage. It keeps you up to date on current events. We can go with a mystery crate. Not down with the mystery crate. I bought the mystery crate once, and it's never turned out to be like anything useful. It's always something that you're just like, eh. Oh, I forgot to open my crate, too. What was in there? Oh, wow. The Vertebrum Est. Applies blight-sensitive attacks with blight, carved from the remains of 10 great warriors. Holy hell. Yeah, definitely. So that actually could carry us. I'm a little bit excited to find out. And we paid 15 scrap for that right there. I suppose that's just a gambler's box, like you just gamble and maybe you get something awesome out of it, maybe you don't. Seems to be doing a reasonable amount of damage. Make sure that we whack the grass while we're over here, do our machete action. You hope that you get the 5 stacks out of the grass. If you can get 5 stacks of scrap out of the grass, like, consistently, which is why I like breaking the rocks, too, because it increases your chances of getting the 5 stacks out, you can get a lot of scrap on a singular run. And what was this? The regen fluid. Okay, good. We've got ourselves a backup plan now, too. So we've got an awesome weapon, a reasonably decent helmet, and a backup plan. Always good. Can I shoot you? The fire shooting gizmo? Die! Oh, that didn't burn him. Oh, well. I can turn him into black piles of goo. Ooh, bones. Hello. I've never seen this event before. You turn the skull over in your hands and jump as it winks at you flirtatiously. Wink. You wink back. The skull melts away with a crystalline chime that tinkles like laughter. Great. It tinkled in my hands. Fantastic. Right when I forgot my Purell. The black potion was something scary, wasn't it? Yeah, it was toxic slime. Continue murdering the random fauna of the planet, but I think we should probably head back to the teleporter at this point because the blight's going to have had a pretty reasonable amount of time to expand out. You see the skull from before wearing lipstick, which is impressive because skulls don't have lips. It blinks as if batting non-existent eyelashes. Kiss it! Alright, we got a gift box. Contains some scrap and a small item. You plant a smooch. The skull says, not bad, and disappears, leaving a gift behind. Well, I'm not sure whether I should be offended or it's a skull, so I don't know how many people it's kissed. I mean, technically, not if it's kissed millions and millions of people, then not bad would actually put you like in higher percentiles. But if it's only kissed like 3 people, I'm feeling a little bit outclassed. Let's open this thing up. We got some scrap and a juice box, which I'll use right now to even out our health. This run is actually, I don't want to say it too early, but this run is looking pretty good for us right now. I think we might be able to make it out the back end of this one with some positive benefits. I'm going to shoot the fire gun at that thing. It said that that's weak to fire, but... Oh, the fire spreads if it's on grass. We just learned a new mechanic. Okay, let's run from the brush fire because I'm not trying to get myself killed. We've already got a blight monster? How do we already have a blight monster? Like, really? So I guess I get to spend this entire part of the game just being chased. Alright, well we'll skip distance 4 just because we got a blight monster so early that I didn't want to stop and fight him, and he's strong against blight and our weapon applies blight. I think it takes 1 turn for you to move a weapon around. Murder him. Get the couple of scrap out of there. Let me grab this key, just in case we come across the bridge that it triggers. Got myself shot, unfortunately. But grab that. Ooh, 5 stack. Okay, don't mind if I do. They get up to like 15 and 20 stacks later on, once you get further on down, but I don't think I've made it that far on camera yet. I've made it close, but the few times that I played this in my own time, I think the furthest I made it was 12 or 13, and you start to get bigger and bigger stacks of scrap when you get really far down. But it's hard. It's difficult to get down that. Ooh, another regen fluid. Don't mind if I do again. So we'll drink one right now since we've got another one. Take the crystals. The red fluid was what? A teleportation serum. Okay, so that might be useful for either buying us some distance or defeating an enemy when we need it. We've also got toxic slime, so we do have options right now. We do have a decent amount of fallback plans. Nicely done, Groovy. You're pretty good at this survival stuff. Yeah, well, you know, get water and all that. You can destroy mushrooms if you've got this helmet on, too, in case you were wondering. Just like one of those little things. It says you can destroy organic matter. There's another helmet that specifically allows you, or there's like a weapon that specifically allows you to destroy mushrooms and stuff like that. It just kind of, you gotta find it first. I don't remember what it's called, but I think there's one that specifically destroys mushrooms. The pickaxe destroys rocks. I would love to kill him off. Ooh, loads of crystals. Alright. I do wish that there was a crystal to scrap exchange in case you had enough gear and we could swap one for the other. That might be an item that we unlock later through the unit or the Galactic Union. A small dark splotch leaps from the stump onto your arm. We can slap it or we can shake it. Let's shake. You shake it off and it seeps into the ground. A parasite leaped from the environment onto your arm. Weird. Seems kind of sucky for us. Kill that thing off and take its scrap. Why it's carrying around large piles of metal, I can't tell you, but I guess that's what they do around here. There's spectacles for 22 wits, looking into the future 1 second at a time. I'm going to assume that that's a Doctor Who reference. I've never watched Doctor Who, but I'm going to take a rough guess. And that seems like one of those Doctor Who-ish things that your friends are always quoting on Facebook. One of these is probably bound to be a Mimic. Yep, there it is right there. It does drop loot though when you kill it. We got the fedora. 16 wits and 2 defense, 10 fate. Yeah, we're that. Awesome. We should actually probably heal up at this point because we're looking a little bit sketch on our health. Wow, we are looking stylish as hell. We look like we're about to sing a pop song or something. Start popping and locking. Putting out them records. Making that guap. What did this thing have? Oh yeah, spectacles, that's right. Ooh, and we are cut off by blight now. There's no way for us to make it around. Unless... Oh, we just got so lucky. RNG goes both ways. And it just went our way. God, so lucky right there that the teleporter wasn't on the right-hand side of the map, the northeastern quadrant. We would have been done. Done like dinner, because we would have had to walk across so much blight that it would just been like, nope. We might as well jump, but we didn't have enough health to jump either. I'm going to try and stay away from critters for now. Oh, that's right, I took it off. Put my fedora on here. It increases your fate. What does that do? Give you critical chance? Oh yeah, that raised my critical chance by a bunch. Holy hell. Oh Christ, what is that? Nope. Absolutely not. I'm not okay with this. Let's go grab that scrap, although we do run the risk of triggering a blight monster early on. I don't know if it looks like the blight spreads a lot quicker the further into the game you are. Put on the harvester's helm for a second just so I can get through those mushrooms. That pathway's looking a little bit long. Sort of just wanted to wait and see what that little guy was going to do, but I don't think I really had the opportunity that I wanted to get around him. And so there's distance 8. We're now on distance 9, which is great. That means we're going to be able to get... Wow, wait till these jokers back home hear about you. You're amazing. That's a new one. I think they swap up what he says, too, the further in that you get. Let me see if I can duck some of this slime before it spreads around too much. Nothing over here, really. I'm not going to keep farming bushes since we got the fedora and it's so much better. It's costing us a turn every single time that we swap it out. Ooh, 10 scrap. Awesome. Another skull. We could go for a gift basket again if it's the same event. The skull seems strangely humanoid, perhaps exhumed by a hungry animal. We'll bury it. We dig a deeper grave for the fallen soul. An alien wind stirs the dust. So we get 3 more fate, and we've unlocked level 7 research. Oh, we got the emissary extracted from a volunteer diplomat from the Gekian homeworld. So that's the next character. He's badass. I like the way he looks. I love his character design. He looks really awesome. I might have to play him. I may have to swap characters. We may start over at level 1, or at least use all this scrap to get ourselves caught up. I'm going to take a risk here. It was a calculated risk, but I don't think the Mjolnir is really going to help us at the moment. I don't really... Oh, hell. What did I just do? Oh, I equipped the Hax Axe. Okay. Sometimes I miss with the inventory UI, and I do bad things. Dumb things, in fact. Is there a map that I can trigger here? No. I need a bigger map than we have. God, we're so close to one-shotting some of these critters. Okay, so that's not the direction we want to go in. The teleporter's got to be around, like, here. There it is. Since we've got a little bit of time until the blight gets here... Oh, never mind. Let's not even risk it. Let's just go down to 10. Cool. I don't know if he's friendly or not, so I'm not going to risk it. We're on a snow level. I don't think I've ever been in a snow level. Oh. So that's another bug. I just wanted to let you guys know, in case he wasn't aggroing us, if you choose to go to the same spot as an enemy chooses on their turn, you automatically hit them when you step into that area, which is another thing that's kind of iffy. I don't know if it's intended or not, but I think he was hostile either way, but I'm just mentioning it. I think that's about all we're going to get done in today's episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Shattered Planet. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.